But I was in Abuja and she's in this program. And so I decided to say, I want to visit your construction. So I visited our construction. Guess what? The same guy called. I said, is that Dr. Sibi that came to your site? I said, yes. Say, if Dr. Sibi can come to your site, you are legit. I am buying one more extra. And forget about it. So, if I step into your office, it's double-edged. Spiritually, that business don't blow. Am I making sense at all? But socially, people that are doubting you will stop doubting you. And I know what I'm saying. Okay? And there are many people who can attest. Prince, I visited his office as well. They are talking. Give you all shots. But I'm still interviewing you anyway. But just a brief remark.
Once again,
we celebrate, his birthday.
Okay, so Doctor was at our office some months ago, late last year, and it was our crisis period. I mean, everybody knows my story online, how we went from 0 to 3,000 naira to, almost a billion naira organization, 3 billion valuation. But sometimes last year we had crisis, around mid-year last year, and things were really tough. Our staff were leaving, it was really hard, and then Doctor visited us. I've not really shared part of this testimony with him, and then he encouraged us and said 1 or 2 prayers. Fast forward 2-3 months after, by December, we did our biggest sales. We now moved from land banking, we are now building, right? And
come on, clap. I know it's
honestly speaking, we are doing good figures. We are doing great figures. We are now expanding to Jos. We're going to expand to Kano. It's just been amazing. And I remember when Doctor was leaving our office, he said, this office will never remain the same. And that's been our testimony. Thank you so much for listening.
That's just one out of many in that community. But please don't put yourself under pressure. You cannot do the 5 million one, do the 1 million. Right? You can't do the 1 million one, do the what? 100K one. Life is a basis, men and service. And the good news is that once you are in any of these community calculations, right, and we deduct what you have paid before and just do the balance. Does that make some sense? But don't leave here at least being part of the community. So again, like I said, the QR code is there, you can scan it and just do your payment yourself. First 5, I'll visit the office. First 10, and I will still do one-on-one session with you, right? First 10, what will I do? I will visit, I'll do one-on-one session with you. So I do one-on-one session and it's $2,000 per hour. So we are getting that for the first 10 to pay for the 5 million package. Okay? So I promise you, your business will never remain the same. I am here to have one single person who will join that one-on-one session, not one. Right? It's not one. Any business that we even have 1 or 2 customer issues, I'm not the one running the business. Right? And sometimes we also need to know that if you are going to put structure, I teach on structure. Things we have some challenges at first because you are bringing new people who also need to grow. Right? Give GText the next 2 years, you will not be hearing anything. Because a lot of the people running it will have grown. Am I making some sense now? And they will know how to manage some of these things. But you have to do it. I remember in my church, I was sharing this story. When we used to rotate pastors, right? I don't know if you are telling me that. Right? When they started this pastor rotation, people even go to Canada and be protesting that they should return the former pastor, that the new one doesn't know what to do. Okay? Today, when last did you see anybody protest over that a pastor was rotated? Right? But at the beginning, they were lapses. Am I making sense at all? I pulled out of GText 2 years ago. We got a group CEO. We now have MP in charge of each businesses. And these people are putting their best. They are not perfect. But they are putting their best. And I promise you, we will last longer than those that are still doing one-man business. Write it down today. We will last longer. Right? Because if you can just endure that phase where you are grooming people, and you must withdraw and let them face the heat too. Because if you are always rushing to save the day for them, Am I making sense at all? They will not grow their own capacity. Are we learning something at all? They will not grow their own capacity. And I'm begging you, if you run business today, as the business grows, groom people to start running it. You will have some challenges, but they will grow. After a while, they will grow. They will grow. Once in a while, if it gets too bad, you may interject. And I did that sometimes. I would, as the way I would Zoom meeting, let me talk to your investors for you, right? And at least you are hearing from me now that I'm aware of this issue, and this is the issue, this is what they are doing on it, this is what the management is doing, but please give them time. Don't give it some time. And I've been here over and over again, so I know how it works, right? That you must, I don't want a family business. I don't want a business that the day I go to be with the Lord, right, everything fall like a part of sand. No. We want businesses that, and real estate is very transgenerational. The land people are buying now, 100 years from now, the land is there. So if you don't build the business on people, and you run one-man business, right, one day comes, the entire thing falls like a pack of sand. One of our colleagues in the real estate sector, the pressure, literally the man has stroke, right, and he also doesn't have structure. Just have to go and encourage him, and just encourage. So, have we gotten some value today? Yes. So let's move on, so we can wrap up the class. So this is the QR code again. You can scan it, and you can scan it and just subscribe to whichever one you can afford. I wish you all the best as we start this year in Grand Start. So let's move on with the slide so I can wrap up. Can we get back to my slide? Okay. So pillar 3 and 4, right? So build machines, not hustle. Number 1, process your trust, quality, discover, present, and close. A consistent question-based conversation. Now here's where many of you who sell real estate fail most. You want to sell real estate. I say, man, yes, you have this property, it's in a pair, come and pay, a pair is good, a pair is that, and just keep talking and talking and talking and talking. If you are going to be a great salesperson, let your sales be an interview. Hello, man, how are you today? May I know why you want to buy property? Is it for investment? Is it that you want to build a house? Oh, no, it's for investment. Oh, beautiful. That's awesome. Do you have children? Say, yes, I have 3 children. How old are they, man? One is 12, one is 8, and they are lucky to have someone like you who is thinking their future. Hey, who can sell like me? Who's already enjoying this conversation? Right? You can see that this is not a hustle conversation. You see some sales people who say, help my destiny. If you don't buy, I won't even have food on my table. Just help me. That's not serious. So they tell you, they say, okay, beautiful. So do you have a location in mind? Like a preferred location? Well, I'm not sure. I was looking at, but they say FA is good. They say Beduleki is good. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I want somewhere that we appreciate. Good. We have a good number of places now that we appreciate. Do you also have a budget, man? Do you have a budget? I don't say, do you have a range? Man, just give me a range. Because we have several, we have properties, land that are 5 million, we have land that are 100 million, we have land that are 50 million. Do you have a range? I don't have plenty money, something between maybe 3 million to 10 million. That's good, man. That's okay. We'll get you something there. Right? We can get you something. How are you about title? Must you have C of O? Are you particular about C of O? Or you get the one with survey and go and process your C of O? I'm just using real estate as an example. This can work for any other business. Are we learning here? Let your sales be a conversational one, not the hustle. Let me conversation. Now, let me ask you a question. The offer I just gave you now, how many of you, if you have this money, God knows you pay right now? Can I see your hands? The offer I just offered, raise your hand. I want to see your hand. How many of you, if you have the money, so the rest of you are not raising your hand, you are already paid? Right? Good job. But what am I saying? Do you see where I'm going with the way I just told you? It was to show you the value in it. You'll be unwise not to pay if you have the money. You really will be unwise. Because this is something that you can see yourself making much more money from what you're going to learn. True of us. Right? And if you could get this much value from me for free, how much more? So we must understand how sales work. It's a journey, and you must go through that journey with the customer. Qualify. Now, why did you ask for budget? Why did you ask for location? You are qualifying the customer. Another important question to ask, ma, are you just making inquiry, or if you find the right property for you, you can pay today? You must ask that question. You must ask it. For somebody now, 2 years later, you won't pay. Come they carry you, then you carry yourself, do inspection, run up and down, tell your boss, money is coming. Money is coming. Only that will not see the money. Who has been there? It's coming client. Who has had his coming client? The client is coming. Right? But you put yourself in that mess. I hope you know. Because you didn't ask that simple question. Are you just making inquiry, or you are ready to pay today? Do you hear me say today? Don't even say next week. Don't even say this week. Today. Let the person say, and I saw the buy. Yes, man. I have clients that with that time, big conversation, they pay me. Right? But I want to be sure, are you ready to pay today? That way you qualify your customer. You know the one that want to pay next week. Sometimes I meet some of our sales team. They say, okay, don't worry, we will sell. We are bringing sales. I say, when? And the problem soon, you don't have to say. Right? Until you get a certain date from the customer, you can't even put them in green. Right? You can't put them in green. And you must qualify. Number 2, the execution. Your weekly reading. Block time for business development. Sharp conversation, not just sales. Review and adapt quickly. If I check some of this page, it's either I pay for 5 million, you go do for 20 million. Can you come? What is even going on in the nation? You don't go discuss. What is even going on in your sector? You will not discuss. How you are adding value to humanity? You will not discuss. Everything is just come and back. I have realized why many people can be bigger than I am in my business work, but do not have my near 10% of my social capital. You know why? I am very much about relationship. Who knows what I'm talking about? Very, very relational. And this man can tell you. He didn't finish his story. When he met me, he came for my training and he had just 3,000 naira in his account. 3,000 naira. Right? At some point, he should have promised. I said, it's not money with me. I'll do the first coaching with you. When you have your money, you'll pay me. And in 1 year, his valuation moved to 3 billion naira. And now we are probably reaching 10 billion with all the expansion. Am I making sense at all? From 3,000 naira. 3,000, these are the people they are saying I'm collecting 18K. What is 18K? It's 3 billion. And I can give you not 1, not 2, not 10, not 20, not 100 people like you. That God has helped me. And that's what I'm celebrating at 40. Because how many people can boast of that? It's not about money, it's not about, I'm not celebrating that I have houses, I have cars, and God has blessed me with some. It's that God has helped me to raise people. I told a developer that I heard was gossiping about me in real estate meeting. And I told him, I said, put together all those who have started real estate in the last 5 years, 25% of them were directly or indirectly mentored by me. Either my YouTube video was, and I'm not even talking about in Nigeria, in Kenya. John is here from Cameroon, in Ivory Coast, in all over. I I watched your video. I was able to start up my business. I started this. I started that. That's what we are celebrating. Is impact. Is impact. And what I noticed why businesses are tough for many people is that they are greedy. It's all about what you want to get. You really don't care about the customer. It's all about commission. Recently we had to restructure our commission in our company. Because we also realized that some of our staff became too greedy. All they were after is collect the commission and then leave the customer hanging. It's not right. Genuinely care about people and you never lack money in your life. Sir, I have never and can never lack money. Never. In 18 years of running business, I have not withdrawn one dime of my profits. As we speak today, GText is going over 10 billion of my own money that the company has given. Because I run the two separately. And any money I give the company is a loan. And you must know that again, this is another thing business people don't do. If you give your company a money, it's a loan and they should pay you with interest. Yes, you are the founder, but it's a living entity on its own. And it's not the same as you. There are two different people. But I built my life in such a way, the cash gift I've received just for this birthday, only God knows. The car itself, we are thinking of cattle ranch because Sapphire Events is the one putting together the event on Saturday, and they don't need our cattle, or our cow. So we just have to start selling breeding cow and start a cow, start producing milk. But that's how I go for events. People are giving me gifts all over the world. So if I don't own a company today, sir, my lifestyle will not drop one day. One day. Because it has been built on what? Impact. So I'm begging you, as you want to learn how to sell, can you genuinely care? So even if the customer no buy, just keep the relationship. Just do what? Just do what? Just do what? Keep the relationship. Keep the relationship. Because relationship is more important than money. It's more important than money. So, number two, like we said, block time for business development. So I want to give you assignment number 3. I want you in today's conference to look for at least 5 people before you leave. Okay? That can do business with you. Now always remember that when it comes to doing business with you, it's not just that they can pay you cash. Right? Sometimes they can do business with you means that they can help you look for customers. Who knows what I'm talking about? Sometimes they can do business with you means they have inventory. True of us, they have inventory. And so there are different versions. Clap for, is that my one? Right? Clap for my mentee 001. Let's listen to it. There's a secret. Mentee 001. Right? Clap for him. You see how big he is compared to me. Level is where your guys are doing better. I'm so proud of this young man. Please clap for him. So, very important to understand how that works. Number 3, the scale. Your leverage plan. Systemize your sales steps. Delegate early. Stage tasks. Automate your CRM. Predict growth and not constant hustle. One of the things I also realized our system lack, and we're correcting it this new week, is we are using Zoho now. If you buy anything from us, including those the one you're buying today, you go and fill a form, right? And the back end people can pick it up and call you and confirm that you got the value. Okay? This concept of someone to buy property and they need to fill a physical form is part of what affects your ability to scale. Because once you now cross 500 to 1,000 customers, human error will start happening. Are we learning at all? But if you can automate it, you can go to the back end and see what's going on. So, including if you're an agent, you should still have a form that your customers fill, even as an agent, so that you have their database. We call them buyers list. We call them what? So occasionally when you have promos, you can just push it to your buyers list, and they are even the definition of your wealth. Right? Real definition of how wealth you have, your buyers list. Don't ever joke with it. Next. Have you learned something today, guys? Yeah. Beautiful. Next. So a final shift in perspective. This masterclass wasn't about learning new tricks. It's about changing your role. You are no longer just a business owner who sells. You are now a visionary who talks. Take this system, apply your expertise, go build a business that grows with intention, not just effort. Lead with clarity, engage with story, scale with process. Oh, come club where tell a story. Why are you a property agent? Why did you start that company? Why did you start that real estate development? Tell a story. My brand is solid today because none of you have forgotten that guy born in Maiduguri, grew up in a village, no running water, no electricity. Who remember this story? It's a true story of my life, but I chose to tell it. I could have decided not to tell it, and my brand will be watering today. Tell your story. Tell your story. Create a real story. Think back. How did I start? What were my pain points? Even if the story meant I finished school or no job, am I making sense at all? And I look for what I could do, real estate was it. And today, see what God has done. That's still something, that's still a story. People will see themselves in you and they will connect to that story. Next. Number 2, pillar 2, you skip pillar 2. So pillar 2 is speak their language. So attract, engage, convert. The content funnel, awareness, I see your problem. Social, blog, right? I see your problem, right? That is, please celebrate Michael Roberts, American real estate billionaire, all the way from St. Louis, and Pastor Dave Borough from Bahamas State Ministry, the professor of Masboro. Standing ovation, guys, come on. They are not just successful, they are also elderly. They are all in their close to 70 actually. Welcome. Okay, have your seat. So it's important, awareness, I see your problem. A gentleman started a movement, and I agree it's a movement. His name is Scott, in the real estate sector, right? And that is what was Scott doing there? Come on, I see your problem. And that's why he resonated. Okay? But that opportunity was squandered. I don't know that you understand. You must be smart in knowing how to pivot your brand. You go far. You must be smart to know how to what? Pivot your brand. If I was Scott, I'll be a real estate developer today. Mark my word. What will I do? I will start by recognizing, again, not just speculation. After a while, I will get close to some of the most credible real estate guys. I will ask questions why the problem exists. Am I making sense at all? I will partner with a few, make enough commission, and I will start my own. And I will tell the world that my own will do better, and that everything I complained about, I was going to do it differently. Am I making some sense at all? And that's why you must be intentional about your brand. It shouldn't be something, I say this, if you grow by mistake, right? If you grow by luck, you fall by mistake. Can I say that again? If you what?
By luck.
You will fall by what? The brand that lasts are intentional brands. they are intentionally curated. Intentionally curated. So you know a pain point, address it, and then let it last. Also importantly, don't pull any other person's brand down because you want to rise. If you do it, it's a temporary thing that does not last. You can raise the pain issue. For example, there are a lot of fake real estate developers, and we're all tired of them. That's also why I do mentorship and training. I know how many real estate guys are corrected privately. And so you can't run your business like this. This thing won't work. And they improve their systems. Am I making sense at all? That's why we do mentorship. That's why we do training. But for Stephen Akintayo to come and say, this real estate developer is a scam, that was a scam, he will never come out of my life till I leave this earth. I don't believe I need to bring somebody down to rise. Just as a marketing strategy. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. It's just my rule. Those who work with us, the same rule. Don't sell your product. Don't go to customer and say, this one is a liar, that one is a liar, we are the only good guys. Those who do that, you go and check. Go and check. They are hiding something. And what they are trying to say is that all of us are bad. That's what they are trying to say. If you know who you are and the quality of what you are offering your customer, focus on that. Push your story, push your narrative, but also push the pain point of the customer. Does that make sense at all? I'm aware customer is angry about this. I'm aware customer does not want this. This is what we are doing to solve that problem. When we started real estate development in Nigeria 11 years ago, few things were the problem. People would buy land and then ask their relative to go and collect the document, only for the relative to sell the land. Because in Nigeria there's no proper documentation. Right? So, and we then said, okay, we'll solve that problem. We partner with DHL. So anybody who buys land from our company, DHL delivers their document to them anywhere in the world. Because we realize that the highest investors are in diaspora, so they are not in Nigeria. And so they end up relying on their family members who end up selling the property. And in Nigeria, once you have the original documents, people buy it from you, even if your name is not on the document. Right? So that became a problem that we solved. Can your company do the same? Later on, we realized that some of the customers want to be called in the night. So we started 24/7 operations, where if you make payment 2 a.m. in the morning, because maybe you're in Canada or in the US, somebody calls you and says, we confirm your payment, thank you for doing business with us. And customers loved it. Right? We stopped it at some point, but I think it started back again now. Okay? So we kept looking for the pain point of the customer and kept looking for how do we solve that pain point. We intentionally waited till now. On Saturday, we are doing the groundbreaking for our 1,000 apartments in Idojuleki. Are you happy to know that? We are going to be playing the video very soon. And good news. Good news, yeah, very well. If you are in real estate, we are partnering, I won't mention because we are doing a press conference with one of the car companies in Nigeria. And it's a partnership where if you sell 5 units, you can walk up to them and pick up a brand new SUV car aside your commission. Brand new SUV. We're going to be doing a major press conference and announcing it properly. Right? So we mean business. Anything I do works. Right? I don't follow crowd. For 10 years, I did not rush to do. I only was doing 5 units, 10 units, and small units in Nigeria. Now that I'm ready to do mass, you watch out. Watch out. Watch out. You don't rush, you don't do. I've never been FOMO, they call it FOMO. Fear of missing out. I've never had that problem in my life. Some people do. Everybody's going this direction, you should join them. I'm not one. When I'm ready, I'm ready. And when I'm ready, they will know. And you'll be glad to know that while we are working on the Pejuleki, we are about closing another deal in Abuja. Right? We are very top of that example. In fact, we announced it this week because I want to take my robots there if we're able to complete on that. One of the reasons why I brought my robots to Nigeria is there's a huge deficit in hotels in Nigeria, huge deficit. Right? Lagos, for example, you'll be shocked the rates of some rooms in Lagos. Right? Properties that in the US is like $120, $200. In Lagos is $500, $600 because we don't have enough hotels. I mean, world-class hotels. We don't even have a 2,000 capacity hotel in Nigeria, not one. And we're a country of 200 million. Right? And that's his field. He has nice hotels and with branding. So we're hoping there's a lot that is going to happen in the next few years. Who's excited? Come on. Okay, so next, can you move your article? So consideration, right? Here's a better way. So a case study, can you do a webinar? Right? Organize webinars for your potential customers. I've sold a lot of real estate just doing webinars. Right? I've done a lot of that. Decision, let's solve it together. So when you're doing consultation with your customer, don't call yourself a property agent. Call yourself a property consultant. As I said, let it be a question. Right? Let it be a question. So it's a consultation. And I said, okay, we can solve this together. And be genuine. I once had a client who said he wanted 5 bedroom and that he must be in one of our estates. And I said to her, the place is far. Why not do 2 bedroom? Because that place is for investment. Do you know the man eventually said, I love far places and I will still buy a 5 bedroom. And said, you're a man of integrity. For you to be telling me to buy 2 bedroom instead of 5 bedroom, you make more money on a 5 bedroom. But you were too bothered about solving my problem versus making more profit. And if you can change run your business like when people know that you are genuine about what they need for the customer and not just the quick buck you want to make. Secret weapon, storytelling. Right? Fact, tell stories, sell stories, use the client journey. You can see me having a real testimony to say, let him come and share his testimony of the mentorship he's had with me and how it has changed his life. That is how you grow things. It's not just about selling. Tell a story. Help you that all that one is Coca-Cola. That something was moving. Is it what they call? Is it a ferry? Is it a ferry?
Reindeer.
See how to really sell, isn't it? Next, as a wrap up. So mind shift from selling to visionary leader. Let's run this quickly. Seller, chase transaction, focus on futures. Leader, attract, align clients, focus on transformation. Core belief, you are not selling a service but a product. You are providing a solution to a critical problem. Question for the room. What transformation do you need? You're not selling a product, you're selling a transformation. If you ask me, what transformation am I selling? Transformational wealth. Right? I can boast to you that I have customers who bought my land for 1.5 million and the value of that land is 40 million in 5 years. That's financial transformation right there, isn't it? Okay? That's the way you need to see it. So stop seeing selling from products. I have those products I want to sell. See from the transformation that will happen to them as a result of what? Buying your product and services. Does that make sense? Okay? Next slide. So you see seller, you see leaders. Do you see the difference? It's a shift in mindset from just being a seller to being a leader who knows that I am selling transformation. Next slide, please. Okay, so we have 4 properties we are selling in this landed property in this 14 years building program. So we have 4 lands, and then we have the 1,000 apartments. We're giving 40 million naira discount for those who are keyed into the apartments. We are doing the groundbreaking on the 31st discount this Saturday. And then for the land, we're also giving 40% discount. So again, you can scan the QR code. You see the one that shows GText homes and GText land. You see the offer there, and you can key into it. You can also talk to our team, and they're there to support you today. Okay, next. And don't forget, like I said, the main event is on Saturday, 31st of January. We're all meeting at our new location. It's in Ibejileki. Somebody say, why Ibejileki? It's strictly by invitation. So we're making a destination birthday. Okay, so then you can clap. And there are 4 things happening. We're naming a street after Bishop Oyedepo. Yes, in that estate. It's a new development. What is also happening, I'm launching a new book. We're having a public lecture. The new book is called The Billionaire Habits, Volume 3. And this includes the journey and story. Yeah, you can clap, keep clapping. And then the 4th is the groundbreaking of the 1,000 apartments. So the event starts from 8 a.m. registration. We start events. You can see that we don't do African time. Did you notice that? From 9 to 2 is the public lecture. And by 3, it's time to eat and dance. We have Chief Ebenezer Obey as the lead minister. You know, I'm an old soul. I may be 40, but I'm 80 mentally. Okay? And then we have PJ Sachs, and we have PJ Mioloba. But today we have Blessing Lopez, we have Onos, we have 2 kids, and we have the Hills, right? So it's going to be awesome. 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. today as we dance. And just thank God for my life. I know if you are coming 4 p.m. Can I see answer? We are going to be here 4 p.m. Let me see answer. We are going back home. Raise your hand that you're coming 4 p.m. Okay, good. Thank you for that. So do you want to stay or you want to go come back? Are you staying? You are staying. Oh, beautiful. I clap for that. This is very hard. Okay. Real that. So we're going to be having a beautiful time. On Saturday, please, it's strictly by invitation. Because it's a bit strictly by invitation. Now, if you have gotten your invite, you're good. If you haven't gotten the invite and you think you deserve to be invited, please go to the registration and tell them who you are. You know where I am. Okay? And it's true, you might get it because there's a situation where maybe we missed your name. Am I making sense? For example, you are one of our investors. How would you have to be there? You qualify to be there. Okay? For example, you've keyed into this coaching program. Absolutely, you qualify to be there. You have, so that's another bonus. That's another bonus. You also qualify to be there. So please, you can reach them at the registration to this. But I think it's entrepreneurs, we can work together to turn this nation. The only reason you will steal money is because you don't know how to make it legitimate. True or false? And the more legitimate millionaires and billionaires we can create, the more we can transform this nation for good. True or false? And we need you, right? Forget the politicians. You create more change than they can. I've said this, I said the men who built America were not politicians, right? Michael Roberts is an African-American who has built multi-billion-dollar corporation in America without, starting from ground up. Am I making sense at all? That's not a politician. I won't be surprised if the mayor of a city has not built $1 billion business before. Right? So the people who made America American were entrepreneurs who invested in the country. So if we're going to change Nigeria, it is you and I who have to see that we can turn this country around. And I know it's tough. I've been there. There's no headache in doing business in Nigeria I've not seen. But together, working together, we can turn this nation around. Two of us. And God will help us. Are you blessed? Put your hands together. Okay, so we have two things to do and we are done for this session and we can come back by 4 for the grace concept. One is I want to do a quick interview with my mentees who are in business and they're going to be sharing some sales strategies they've used as if their business and we'll take a few questions. After that, we'll do a mastermind with Pastor Debro and Michael Roberts and you can get some international perspective to general leadership in business, right? And a few other things we're going to share. Just a few. The main presentation is still on Saturday. I just want you to have an introduction to that. Does that make sense? Okay, are we ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go.
All right, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, can we with a standing ovation give Dr. Stephen Akintayo a round of applause? Can we all say thank you, Dr. Stephen? We love you, Dr. Stephen, and happy birthday, Dr. Stephen Akintayo. Thank you so much, sir. Dr. Stephen is a gift that keeps giving, and we are deeply blessed by you. One more time, please, a round of applause for him. Thank you, sir. You can have your seat, please. Thank you. One of the stories Dr. Stephen forgot to share is Sujimoto. When against him, Dr. Stephen was one of the few people that was able to stand for him and post publicly explaining some of the allegations from clients and all of that. And Dr. Stephen was right behind him. One more time, put your hands together for this one. Yes. It takes a selfless person to do what he did. Also, one more time, I want us to appreciate Dr. Stephen's wife, the wife of his youth, Mrs. B.C. Akintayo. A round of applause for her. This is the wife. Not the baby mama. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Yes. And for every guest that is present here today, we deeply appreciate you. Thank you for your time. All right, so we are going to be having the panel session with Dr. Stephen Akintayo's mentees right now. And in no particular order, please can I make welcome Mr. George from Cameroon. A round of applause for him, please. Can we also have Mr. Mayo Wamowolabi? Yes, a round of applause for him as he gets on stage. Can we have Mr. Prince Bamidele? A round of applause for him as he comes on stage.
She's supposed to anchor the event, and she's late, and she's a mentee too, so let her just come.
Okay, that Madam President.
Yes.
A round of applause for Madam President, as she's going to speak on stage. She's supposed to be my co-host, but Dr. Stephen has said she's going to be on the panel session. So right after the panel session, she'll resume her duty. Thank you. A round of applause for her, please. All right. Thank you. Dr. Stephen, over to you, sir.
Okay. Welcome everybody, and it's good to have you. And coming all the way from Cameroon, thank you, George, for doing this. You're welcome. So, do we start with George? Do you want to first introduce yourself and what you do? And probably how you also got to. I will put on the mic for them.
Bonjour tout le monde.
Bonjour.
Sorry, I will not speak in French, I will speak in English. I'm George from Cameroon. I run a real estate company. And also, I'm into education. I started my real estate company 2006. We've made a lot of progress. We've done a lot of deals. We've opened a lot of real estate, a lot of exit in Cameroon, thanks to Dr. Stephen's mentorship. I don't know if I should start sharing my story now already, sir, before. I don't know if I should start talking about my story before getting questions. But really, I want to say when I started my business, I had a lot of struggles. When I met Dr. Stephen, I started following Dr. Stephen. Actually, it was one of my nephew. She's in the US. She said, there's this person I want you to start following. Then I started following Dr. Stephen. And since then, my life has changed. I can tell you of the truth that 70% of those who are doing real estate in Cameroon now are being influenced by me. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yes, please, Banjelo, you're next.
Okay, my story started real estate 3 years ago. And for the first 1 year, it was a big struggle. Basically no sales, no staff, no office, and things were really bad. And then I came to a point where it was down to just maybe 3,000 naira in my account. And then I remember going for the sales master class, just a class like this as well. And I remember seeing Dr. Steve after the meeting and, just trying to mop up cash to see if he could just sign me up for the mentorship class. And then he was kind and magnanimous enough to just bring me on board, and then I remember I had a first session with him in his hotel room, and it was amazing the wisdom. I went with my notepad and he would just say, number one, this is the first thing you have to do. Number two, this is the second thing you have to do. And I remember writing about 13 points that very day in his hotel room. And then I just went off to start implementing those things one after the other. And then we got our biggest breakthrough where we started our first project. And then just fast forward 6 months down the line, we made sales of over 500 million naira just in 6 months. And by the time we were talking 1 year, we were at the valuation of close to 3 billion. And now we are going over that as well. And then today, I can say to you that we are fully registered in South Africa, doing business in South Africa real estate, with an office and a staff. We are also in Lagos here at Abramadesoya. We have an office here. We have an office in Abuja. We are doing very well in Abuja. We just started about 4 units of terrace and also standalone blocks, and we're doing fantastically well as well in Abuja. So I want to appreciate all of this to great inputs from Dr. Stephen Akintayo. And like I said, last year was a crisis moment for us. We're going through a lot. We're about to even shut down at some point. I was so discouraged. For the first time in my life, Japa crossed to my mind. Like, let me just leave this country. And I remember I had another session with Dr. Stephen Akintayo. And I feel one of the things I pick from him every time I have a conversation with him is summed up in just one word: audacity. And then I was complaining I was going to shut down, and then I remember he was talking calmly And at a point, he was angry and hitting his hand on the table. You know what? When I left that meeting, I was fired up. You know, I went back, I spoke to our staff. I said, we're going back to the drawing board again. And just between that time and now, we have employed over 20 staff. And then we are building for the first time. We now have estates directly allocated to us in our name. We're expanding rapidly. We're moving to Jos. I mean, amazing things happen, just having that conversation with him in the last 2 months. I want to thank you, Dr. Stephen Akintayo, for all you do and for injecting audacity. Somebody say audacity. Audacity into us. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Well, let me also warn you, don't join my mentorship if you don't want to hear the truth, right? Because I can be very passionate with those I mentor, right? And I think one of the things I said to him, I wish I could just come to that. Can I be in that office and you're having this kind of issues? Can it happen while I'm there? No, I can't turn this thing around. And I'm happy that he was really inspired to go back and really work on it. But it's important to have people like that. I've had that kind of experience before, where I had a particular child. Dr. Cosmos sat me down and said, you know everything's about leadership. You need to provide leadership, right? You need to start strong. You need to. So that's why I tell people, if you run a business and you don't have mentor, you're on your own. There's really no guarantee that that business will scale, right? Yeah, bring one chair, come and join us. Mohammed Dabo, please celebrate one of my mentees. I'm so proud of him. You can just bring that chair and just come join us. Mohammed, that I'm bringing on board, and again, I'm building a tribe. I don't know if you notice I'm building a tribe. Come on, talk to me. Do you notice it's a tribe I'm building, right? Of people that we may have started with them at some point, but we're working together to take it to the next level. I met Mohammed 3 years ago in this same life coaching program, and he was doing 17 to 20 million a month. How much? 20 to 25 million a month, and then you had how many staff? 15 staff. 3 years later, you have how many staff now? Give him mic. Did you hear? His staff is enough to fill this hall.
Like 450 now.
450 employees from 15. 450 employees with a monthly turnover of over $1 billion. I thought you would clap. Easy. We are just looking. How many of you are doing that? Okay. From 15 million to over $1 billion in monthly revenue. So proud of it. This story is something I always say over and over and over again. So let's have you introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sorry for coming late. My name is Mohammed Dabo. I'm a native doctor. We deal with traditional alternative medicine. Our headquarters is in Abuja.
You see branding there. Okay, it's not your regular herbal in his voice. It says herbal, but it's got to your attention. Did he get your attention or not? Go ahead.
Alright, sir. Like I said, our head office is in Abuja. I was one of the lucky people that got doctors mentorship program in 2023. And since then, it has not been the same. We've grown, but I think 80% of the accolades should go to you, because anytime I come to you with results, I'm always challenged to do better. Sometimes my teams will praise me that you are doing very well, but when you meet with doctor, the result we are proud of ourselves, he will just throw it in the surface and say, what's this? You can do better, right? And that has really changed how I see business. That's how really changed how I see the journey and the belief I have in myself and what we can do. It has actually inspired that audacity in me. My second name now is, after the native doctor, is Audacity. Right? I hold the king. He has lived that title for me. We've been doing very well. The gratitude is to him because he opens the door for me. Most time when he's in Abuja, I'm not aware that he's even around. He will send his ear, oh, call Mohammed, I'm around. And then carry me around when he wants to meet people that matters in the society. He just say, Mohammed, I'm going to social person place. Come with your car, let's go there together. And that has really opened access for me as well. So thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
But I think we should clap for him because it takes hunger, right? Hunger for success, genuine hunger that he wanted to do something with his life and business. And I'm really happy for you. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. 001.
Good day, house. I think you should celebrate Dr. Stephen Akintayo one more time. Amazing job, amazing health, amazing consistency. My name is Dr. Miles, branded 001. Everyone say 001. Okay, so 001 is real because I started very early with Dr. Stephen 2015, and yeah, I got exposed to. Yeah, a lot of you I just learned sales from Dr. Stephen right now. Some of us have learned sales when sales was really, really sales, where you have to send bulk SMS as much as 200 to 500 SMSs every day by 15 people every single day, and you have to talk to about 30, 50 people every day. So the system is amazing, and I can tell you it's been amazing. That's been an amazing journey for me. Currently, I founded 3 companies right now. My Olabi company, our goal is to help 1 billion people to achieve financial freedom. So when it comes to making money, clap, I won't charge you. Okay? So when it comes to making money, I just help quite a lot of people. Currently, we've been able to help over 350 people to build a portfolio of over 10 to 25 million in less than 2 years. One of the subsidiaries was by the way, when you have a mentor that requests for updates, you should be a lucky person. You know, still last month he still chatted me up and said, so what's the update? Where are you at the end of this year? And I gave him that update. And I'm excited about the journey. 2 years ago, we came into real estate, a new baby. Currently, we have almost 1,000 acres in 2 years through his mentorship. It's been amazing, and we're launching another subsidiary by March with a gross income going to over 100 million every month. So it's been a journey for me, and I tell people that it's not just about knowing what to do, it's also about having people who you can ride on their wings and they can make things happen, and let that path that you want to walk in be smoother and clearer for you. So for me, 10 years with Dr. Stephen has been amazing. It has been from glory to glory, and I'm grateful to cross this path. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay,
Happy birthday, sir.
thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It's a privilege to be here. My name is Ogen Nawal Tekubiri. I'm a realtor, a clothier, a humanitarian, and I seek to inspire lives through real estate, fashion, and style, and of course, impact. So everybody here says, upon meeting Dr. Stephen, they were able to then imbibe audacity. But I had audacity way before I met Dr. Stephen, and I've been so audacious, so much so that I started business at 21, officially, right out of NYSC. I never worked anywhere. While other people were looking for a job in perhaps NMPC, because we're in Abuja. Hello, man. I just wanted to start business. And I've been doing this for officially 13 years now. Yes, sir, I'm sure you know that part. But trust me, ladies and gentlemen, through those years, it was just packaging. And I'm sure a lot of us can relate. It was just packaging, because sometimes, through the years, you make 0 to 0.00. but you keep it all together. Do I have salespeople in the house? Sometimes it takes you months to make one sale. Am I correct? But you keep packaging, because how you go sell 1 billion naira house when you look like you haven't seen 1 million naira? Am I communicating? But meeting this fine gentleman right here literally changed my life. It changed my finances. It changed my perspective. You know, you can be audacious, but then again, what is the substance of that audacity? What is audacity without discipline? What is audacity without being accountable? What is leadership when you can't even lead yourself? I am a 3-time pageant winner. And so for the women in the house, you know when you're a fine girl, in this part of the world, it looks like all you need to do is just be pretty and make money, yes? However, I have come to understand that it goes beyond being a beautiful face to indeed bringing beautiful value on the table. Because money never comes until value is on the table. You can educate yourself all you want, but if you do not have value through all of the certifications, nobody is going to give you a dime for nothing. Uncle, you go fast and pray, tire. Miracle, no, they show. Being a part of this family, and I don't know if you can even feel the love from where you're seated. I don't know if you can see us smiling at each other, hugging each other, blowing each other kisses. It is literally a family of people who genuinely want to see each other win. We sincerely, genuinely want to see each other win. And sir, I am so grateful for this opportunity of knowing you and being your favorite mentee. The rest of you can argue with your village people. You are talking your 001, me and my favorite mentee. That was right. Now, like I said, I've always been audacious. But meeting Dr. Stephen, I don't know, everybody here said something. Okay, yes, Associate Prince. He said Dr. Stephen would push you and constantly ask you for updates. I realized that I had a lot of problems. Okay, now, child, I had a lot of problems. And I think it takes, you can't fix a problem you are not aware of. I don't know if that makes sense. You can't scale in your business if you lack emotional intelligence. You can't scale in your business if you lack empathy. You can't scale in your business if you, as the visionary, lacks vision. The Bible says, write down the vision and make it plain. And I think with him, the first thing I gave with you is clarity. I thought you were going to give a round of applause. The first thing I gave is clarity. And it made it all make sense. Because sometimes, those of us that are multifaceted, I host events, I make dresses, I sell real estate, I have a foundation, I'm representing a few organizations. So it was quite difficult even understanding who I am to the core of. I don't know if anybody can understand what I'm saying. When you're gifted in doing a lot of things, and doing those things well, by the way, so you struggle with actually defining and understanding who you are. I think the only clear definition I've always had was that I wanted to be the first female president in Nigeria, or worst case scenario, married to the president, yes, or to be the vice president or senate president. But beyond all of those things, I don't think I was ready for the things that I wanted. I am still working, like I'm not perfect yet, but gosh, I am so proud of myself, and I am so proud of you for all the work you have been able to do with me, because I am particularly a very stubborn person. I do not listen to people, but I think it comes with leadership, sir. Leaders are quite stubborn. So I can see you're smiling, you agree with me, right? Leaders are quite strong-headed individuals, because you need to first, not just leaders, even entrepreneurs, because you need to first believe in the dream before anybody else believes in it. Come on, what are we talking about? How do you tell me, Dr. Stevie, do you know how many people are arguing with me that you're not 40 years old? They're like, you're too wise for your age, because how can you be so audacious? You know his story, you know where he started from, right? Even down there, he knew who he was and where he was going. And that is what the Stephen Akintayo Foundation, that is what the Stephen Akintayo Mentorship family is about. And so I don't know why you're here. Maybe you're here to take beautiful pictures, or you're here to just be part of the paparazzi, because we live in a generation where attention is, give me the word, sir. It's like, it's fleeting, you know, values do not matter anymore. But trust me, beautiful people, you're in a space where not only do you have access to wisdom, but you have access to someone who sincerely is willing to open the doors for you. You heard Mr. Mohammed say, he took me to meet people that matter. I know individuals that will never take you to people that matter. For the love of God, I came late here and he's saying, let her come, come and sit down. Sir, God will bless you. God will honor you. God will lift you up.